Assalamu alaikum. How are you all, my dear students? So this is our new academic year, and in this, your first textbook, you have 6 chapters, and in the first chapter is Revolution that Influenced the World. So in this chapter, we will be discussing about what is a revolution, what are the causes for the rise of revolution, and what are the major revolution that took part all over the world. നമ്മുടെ വേൾഡിൽ നടന്നിട്ടുള്ള ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള റെവല്യൂഷൻസ് എന്താണ് റെവല്യൂഷൻ, റെവല്യൂഷൻ ഉണ്ടാകാനുള്ള റീസൺ എന്താണ്, അതിൻ്റെ ഐഡിയാസ് എന്തൊക്കെയാണ്, ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഏത് ചാപ്റ്ററിൽ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യും നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ റെവല്യൂഷൻ ദാറ്റ് ഇൻഫ്ലുവൻസ് ദി വേൾഡ്. സോ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഓൾ, വാട്ട് ആർ ദ റീസൺസ് ഫോർ ദ റൈസ് ഓഫ് റെവല്യൂഷൻ? So in this today's world where we are living, we are enjoying many freedom, right? നമുക്ക് ഒരുപാട് ഫ്രീഡം ഉണ്ട്, നമുക്ക് ഇഷ്ടമുള്ള എന്ത് നമുക്ക് ഫോളോ ചെയ്യാം. അതൊരു ഇൻഡിവിജ്വലിൻ്റെ ഇഷ്ടങ്ങൾ ഫോളോ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് they are given with fundamental rights. So before we were denied from all the freedom. So the need for the freedom was the first main reason that started the revolution. അതായത് സ്ട്രിക്റ്റ് റൂൾസ്, ഹയർ അതോറിറ്റീസിൻ്റെ സ്ട്രിക്റ്റ് റൂൾസിൽ നിന്നും അവർക്ക് എന്ത് ആവശ്യമായിരുന്നു? ഫ്രീഡം ആവശ്യമായിരുന്നു. സോ ദ നീഡ് ഫോർ ഫ്രീഡം ഈസ് ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് റീസൺ that made the revolution. Revolution ഉണ്ടാകാനുള്ള ഫസ്റ്റ് റീസൺ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നീഡ് ഫോർ ഫ്രീഡം. All individuals were having a quest for freedom. So this is the first reason, that is the rise of revolution is need for freedom. And the second one was Renaissance. So Renaissance is a new word. What is Renaissance? Renaissance means a new birth. എല്ലാ ഫീൽഡിലും വരുന്ന ഒരു ന്യൂ ബർത്ത്, ഒരു റിന്യൂവലിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്തെന്ന് പറയുന്നത്? റെനേസൻസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So Renaissance is the second reason. So the first reason for the rise of revolution was the need for freedom, and the second reason was the Renaissance. Renaissance means rebirth. അതിപ്പോൾ സയൻറ്റിഫിക് ആയാലും ടെക്നോളജിയിലായാലും ലിറ്ററേച്ചറിലായാലും എന്താണെങ്കിലും റെനേസൻസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഒരു റീബർത്ത് ആണ്. അത് അവർക്ക് പുതിയതായിട്ടുള്ള കണ്ടുപിടുത്തങ്ങൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു റിന്യൂവൽ, ഇത്രയും നാളും ജീവിച്ചിരുന്നതിൽ നിന്നും ഒരു വ്യത്യാസം, അതിനെയാണ് റെനേസൻസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. സോ വാട്ട് വർ ദ റീസൺസ് ഫോർ ദ റൈസ് ഓഫ് റെവല്യൂഷൻ? നീഡ് ഫോർ ഫ്രീഡം, ആൻഡ് ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് വൺ വാസ് ദ ഐഡിയ ഓഫ് റെനേസൻസ്. And Renaissance is also known as the enlightenment of 18th century. 18th centuryയുടെ ഒരു എൻലൈറ്റ്മെന്റ് ആയിട്ട് നമ്മൾ എന്തിനെ കണക്ക് കൂട്ടുന്നു? റെനേസൻസിനെ. As I said, Renaissance is a new birth. We can see many changes in the field of literature, science, and everywhere. So these two are the reasons for the rise of revolution, that is need for freedom, and the second one is Renaissance, which means rebirth or renewal. And Renaissance is also known as the enlightenment of 18th century. So the people who propagated the idea called Renaissance, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇതിൻ്റെ തിങ്കേഴ്സ്, Renaissance എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു ഐഡിയ കൊണ്ടുവന്ന തിങ്കേഴ്സ്, അവർ ഏതൊക്കെ ഐഡിയാസ് പ്രൊപ്പഗേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങി? They propagated ideas such as freedom, democracy, equity, and nationalism. So the thinkers who put forward the idea known as Renaissance included the ideas such as freedom, democracy, equity, and nationalism. So first of all, we discuss what are the reasons for the rise of revolution. The reason for the rise of revolution is need for freedom and Renaissance. So Renaissance means rebirth or renewal. So Renaissance is also known as enlightenment of 18th century. 18th centuryയുടെ എൻലൈറ്റ്മെൻറ്റ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു റിന്യൂവൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അവരുടെ റീബർത്ത് എന്ന് പറയുന്നതാണ് Renaissance. And the thinkers who propagated the idea called Renaissance also put forward ideas such as freedom, democracy, equity, and nationalism. The first important revolution that we are going to study is American War of Independence. So what is the first revolution that we are going to study? The American War of Independence. First revolution in our chapter, revolution that influenced the world. The first one is American War of Independence. American War of Independence was fought by Americans against British or Europeans. American War of Independence, Americans ആർക്കെതിരായിട്ടാണ്? ബ്രിട്ടീഷിനെതിരായിട്ടാണ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. So the struggle by the Americans for getting freedom from the strict rules of British gave rise to the American War of Independence. ഈ ഒരു American War of Independence സഡൻ ആയിട്ടല്ല, സ്റ്റെപ്പ് ബൈ സ്റ്റെപ്പ് ആയിട്ടാണ് ആര് ഫോം ചെയ്തത്? അമേരിക്കൻസ് ഫോം ചെയ്തത്. വൈ ദേ ഫോം ദിസ് അമേരിക്കൻ വാർ ഓഫ് ഇൻഡിപെൻഡൻസ്? ബിക്കോസ് ദേ were having a need to get freedom from the strict rules and regulations imposed by British. So in the 16th century, there was a major development in the life of Europeans. So major changes took place in the life of Europeans. So the first change that occurred in the life of Europeans in the 16th century was they migrated to America. അവരെങ്ങോട്ട് മൈഗ്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങി? അമേരിക്ക. സോ ദ യൂറോപ്യൻസ് they had a very major change in the life of them in the 16th century and they started to migrate to the place called America. And what they did in America, they established 13 colonies. So in the 16th century, they started to migrate to America, and in America, they established 13 colonies. Where they established these 13 colonies? In the coast of North America. So first of all, the American War of Independence was fought by Americans against British. So why they fought? Why Americans questioned for a freedom? The reason was they were in need of to get a freedom or to get an individual right from the rules and regulations imposed by the British higher authorities. So in the 16th century, major changes took place in the life of Europeans. Europeans in the life ഒരുപാട് changes കാണാൻ പറ്റിയ ഒരു സെഞ്ചുറിയാണ് ഏത്? 16th century. The first major change was they migrated to America. So what they did? They migrated to America. ബ്രിട്ടീഷ് എങ്ങോട്ട്? യൂറോപ്യൻസ് എങ്ങോട്ട് മൈഗ്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങി? അമേരിക്ക. ആൻഡ് there they formed 13 colonies. ബ്രിട്ടീഷ് ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ കൊണ്ടുവരുന്ന ഒരു റൂൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അവരുടെ ഒരു മേജർ ഐഡിയ ആണ് കൊളോണിസം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. സോ വാട്ട് ദേ ഡിഡ്? ദേ ഇൻട്രൊഡ്യൂസ് 13 colonies. So they made 13 colonies. Where they made these 13 colonies? They made it in the coast of North America. And the British treated these American colonies as a center for collecting raw materials and for selling and buying their products. So Europeans or British considered American colonies as what? As a center for collecting raw materials and for selling and buying their products. So the American colonies was considered as a place for collecting raw materials and for selling and buying products. Okay, so who considered American colonies as a center for collecting raw material? British considered American colonies as a center for collecting raw materials. And what they did, they imposed many laws. Okay, so the British imposed many laws and regulations. As the British considered American colonies as a center for collecting raw materials and for selling and buying their products, they introduced many laws and regulations. The major law introduced by them was mercantilism. Okay, so America formed, Europeans formed 13 colonies and they formed it in the coast of North America, and these Europeans considered American colonies as a center for collecting raw materials and for selling and buying their products. And the British imposed many laws and regulations. The important among them is mercantilism. So what is the major law introduced by British? That is mercantilism. So what is mercantilism? So this was a law introduced by British for their trade purpose. So what are the main laws they included in this mercantilism? The first one was the goods to be carried only in British ships. Okay, goods to be carried only in British ships. So the first law of mercantilism was goods to be carried only in British ships. ബ്രിട്ടീഷിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ബ്രിട്ടനിൽ എന്താണ് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയ ഷിപ്സിലോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അവരുടെ സീലുള്ള ഷിപ്പിലോ മാത്രമേ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ പാടുള്ളൂ? ഗുഡ്സ് ക്യാരി ചെയ്യാം. ടു ആൻഡ് ഫ്രോ രണ്ടിനും, ഇപ്പോൾ കൊണ്ടുപോകാനാണെങ്കിലും കൊണ്ടുവരാനാണെങ്കിലും എന്ത് മാത്രമേ യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പാടുള്ളൂ? ബ്രിട്ടീഷ് ഷിപ്സ് മാത്രമേ യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പാടുള്ളൂ. സോ ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് ലോ ഓഫ് മെർക്കന്റിലിസം വാസ് ഗുഡ്സ് ടു ബി ക്യാരിഡ് ഓൺലി ഇൻ British ships, and products such as cotton, wool, sugar should exported only to England. So the second law that they included in the mercantilism was products such as cotton, wool, sugar, they should be exported only to England. So the Americans were not given the right of freedom to sell their product to any other countries, but they were given right only to sell their products such as cotton, wool, sugar, etc. to England. The third one was a fixation of British stamp. A stamp should be there That is the affixation of British stamp. A stamp should be affixed on the legal documents. ഇപ്പോൾ എന്താണ് ബ്രിട്ടീഷിൻ്റെ ഒരു സ്റ്റാമ്പ് എല്ലാ ലീഗൽ ഡോക്യുമെൻസിലും എന്ത് ചെയ്തിരിക്കണം, അഫിക്സ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കണം. അതായിരുന്നു അവരുടെ third rule ഏതിലടങ്ങിയിട്ടുള്ള മെർക്കന്റിലിസം. So the mercantilism has many rules, and the first among them was goods to be carried only in British ships. Second one is products such as cotton, wool, sugar should be exported only to England, and the third one is affixation of British stamps. The fourth one is tax should be paid properly. And the fifth one is provide food for the British troops. So these are the laws included in the mercantilism. So the first one is goods to be carried only in British ships. Second one, products such as cotton, wool, sugar should exported only to England. Third one is affixation of British stamp, and the fourth one is tax should be paid properly. This one is very important. Tax should be paid properly. Why? Because the tax imposed by the British government was very high. So that the Americans, the poor American traders could not afford it. So the tax should be paid properly law, which is included in the mercantilism, is very important. Why? Because Americans could not afford the tax imposed by the British government. And the last rule is provide food for the British troops, whoever is carrying the goods to America or England, whatever. So they have to take the responsibility for the British troops. So these are the main laws included in mercantilism, which was introduced by British. So what did the Americans do for this? They reacted and they did Boston Tea Party. British imposed high tax on the American traders, and the American traders could not afford that much tax. So how they reacted? They reacted through Boston Tea Party. So what is Boston Tea Party? So it is a struggle to reduce the tax imposed by British. Okay, this is a struggle to reduce tax imposed by British, and it happened in 16th December. 16th December 1773. Okay, a group of patriots. Who are patriots? The one who loves its motherland. Okay, ആരാണോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ രാജ്യസ്നേഹി, അതാണ് ആരെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് പാട്രിയോട്ട് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് പാട്രിയോട്ട് വാട്ട് ദേ ഡിഡ്, ദേ ഡിസ്ഗൈസ്ഡ് ദെംസെൽഫ് ആസ് റെഡ് ഇന്ത്യൻസ്. അവരെങ്ങനെ ഡ്രസ്സ് ചെയ്തു? റെഡ് ഇന്ത്യൻസിനെ പോലെ ഡ്രസ്സ് ചെയ്ത് അവരെവിടെ എത്തി? ബോസ്റ്റൺ ഹാർബർ. വേർ ദേ റീച്ച്ഡ് ബോസ്റ്റൺ ഹാർബർ. A group of patriots, they disguised themselves as Red Indians and reached the Boston Harbor. 342 chest of tea. What is chest of tea? Means box of tea, okay? Tea boxes. Adana chest of tea ennu parayunna. 342 chest of tea. What they did? They threw it in the sea. So what happened? In 16th December 1773, a group of patriots, they disguised themselves as Red Indians and came to the Boston Harbor, and they threw 342 chest of tea into the See, this reaction that they did against the British to struggle to reduce the tax imposed by the British came to be known as the Boston Tea Party. So in the American War of Independence, the first struggle was the Boston Tea Party. Okay, in the American War of Independence, the first struggle against the British was Boston Tea Party. It was fought because they wanted to reduce the tax imposed by the British government because the Americans could not afford the high tax levied on them. And what they did on the 16th December 1773, they reached the Boston Harbor. How they reached the Boston Harbor? They disguised a group of patriots. They disguised themselves as Red Indians. They reached the Boston Harbor and threw 342 chests of tea into the sea. That struggle or that reaction that they did against the British rule came to be known as the Boston Tea Party. So what are the points that we discussed in today's class? First of all, revolution. What were the ideas behind the revolution? And we discussed what is Renaissance. Renaissance means a rebirth. Okay, and the first important revolution that we studied was American War of Independence. American War of Independence was fought by Americans against the Europeans. Europeans came to the north coast of America and they formed 13 colonies and they introduced a new law called mercantilism, and they imposed high taxes on the American traders, and traders could not afford. They started to react against them. The first reaction was the Boston Tea Party. It happened in 16th December 1773. A group of patriots disguised themselves as Red Indians reached the Boston Harbor and they threw 342 chest of tea or 342 box of tea into the sea. So this is very important. Boston Tea Party is very important. Major, it is a struggle, mainly it is a struggle that did by the Americans to reduce the tax imposed by British government. Why they wanted to reduce the tax imposed by British government was because the tax was very high. And the thinkers who introduced Renaissance also introduced many ideas such as freedom, democracy, equity and nationalism. So that's it for today. Thank you.